Have you ever had the wonderful opportunity to pray for someone before they stepped into something big, like a big job opportunity, or they were waiting to hear some big news about something and you got the chance to intercede for them? If so, that is what we're going to be talking about today as we are journeying through the book of Psalms. So let's go ahead and jump right into Psalm chapter 20 and read it aloud. In times of trouble, may the Lord answer your cry. May the name of the God of Jacob keep you safe from all harm. May he send you help from his sanctuary and strengthen you from Jerusalem. May he remember all your gifts and look favorably on your burnt offerings. May we shout for joy when we hear of your victory and raise a victory banner in the name of God. May the Lord answer all your prayers. Now I know that the Lord rescues his anointed king. He will answer him from his holy heaven and rescue him from his great power. Some nations boast of their chariots and horses, but we boast in the name of our God. Those nations will fall down and collapse, but we will rise up and stand firm. Give victory to our King, O Lord. Answer our cry for help. This psalm says so much, but what I love is that you can tell David is speaking this over someone, a companion, a friend, someone who he is journeying with along the road. And he says in verse 4, may he grant your heart's desire and make all your plans succeed. This is what we should be speaking over people. Unfortunately, in today's culture, it's become a comparison thing. And really, there's jealousy, there's comparison. And what it really boils down to is coveting, wanting what other people have. And it is something that is causing us not to speak blessings over people. What David is doing here is he is speaking a blessing. And he says, may all of your plans succeed. Everything, even if what you're doing looks like what I'm doing, I still want you to succeed. He says, may we shout for joy when we hear of your victory. I'm going to celebrate with you. That is what friendship is about. That is what walking together in unity is all about. I'm not going to sit here and hope that you don't do well or try to scroll through and see what are you up to? Are you doing what I'm doing? Should I be doing what you're doing? Should we be doing the same thing? How come? Why? Why are you there? Why am I not there? He said, I'm going to celebrate you and hope that and pray that all of your plans succeed. And I'm going to be excited when they do. No wonder David was so blessed. It's as if he learned something that many of us today need to know. Celebrate your neighbor. Don't covet what they have. Be happy for them. Be joyful with them. Cry with them. Pray with them. Celebrate with them. David understood that. And then I want to read this. Now I know the Lord rescues his anointed king. He will answer him from his holy heaven and rescue him by his great power. And verse 7 is one that I have been hearing my entire life. Some nations boast of their chariots and horses. Some nations boast of all of these wonderful things that they have. We have more oil. We have more steel. We have more gold. We have more this. We have more that. But we boast in the name of the Lord our God. That is what we boast in. David is saying none of that stuff matters. We boast in the name of the Lord that we get to serve the one true and living God. That's what matters most. All right, y'all. Now let's take a look at the big picture when it comes to Psalm chapter 20. So we're going to begin, as always, with the genre. And this is a royal psalm or prayer of blessing, likely prayed before a battle. Okay. The emotion or the theological tone here is a confident and communal. So having full faith for God's provision and favor because of what they are walking into. They are speaking life into this battle that they may be entering into. And then where does this fit in the big picture of scripture or the Bible? Psalms 20 reminds us of the power of intercessory prayer, something Jesus modeled and even the early churches practiced when we look at John 17 and Acts 12. Intercessory prayer was an important part of the overarching theme of how we can commune with the Lord on others' behalf. And so we see that here in Psalm chapter 20. Now, the key verse is a verse that I pointed out already, and it is one that I've been hearing since I was a little girl. It's verse 7. Some nations boast of their chariots and horses, but we boast in the name of the Lord our God. This is a call to trust God over any human power, title, role, whatever it may be, especially when the stakes are high. Okay? This is a reminder that God is over everything and we can trust him. So let me ask you this question. Who are you praying for today? I want you to drop their name, not their full name. I don't want their whole government name. Drop their name or their nickname in the comments below so that we can join you in prayer and intercession for them. And as always, I want to remind you that we have the Your Summer in the Psalms journal that is a companion journal that goes along with our time here together. We also have the YouVersion Bible plan that connects it all together. And if you're wondering where you can get all those things from, go to wordandseed.com. Time with God is time you will never regret spending. I will see you in Psalm chapter 21.